Well, hey friends, welcome back to the shit shop. It is a pretty nice Monday morning. I spent the day yesterday transporting both the red and the green Passat to the shop. We're sitting in the red Passat now. I'm gonna start the day by whipping out my computer and adjusting the timing, because I believe that's why it cranks a while before it starts. I looked at it while I was still sitting on the trailer, and the timing was off the chart. So that was a pretty dead giveaway. So yeah, we're gonna start there, and I'll be back with the results. Woo! All right, that wasn't too bad. Let's see what it does. Juice, crank. Woo! That's nice. Didn't even turn over one time, baby. That's like it's supposed to be. And no smoke out the tailpipe. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. Timing right where my tuner gonna want it. We're gonna let her eat just like that. Let's check injection quantity and injector balance, and that may be all we have to do for that. And then I'm gonna see if the slave cylinder will bleed, just for S's and G's, you know. All right, here's the green girl. Lewis, oh, by the way, there's a little bit more progress. Lewis has his hands full, so can't borrow him at the moment to try to bleed the slave, but I need to get this thing up on the lift so I can drop the exhaust and get to the shifter box so that I can get the shift cable out of this one and go to that one, because Dooman broke it. Not a big deal. Just got to get it up there and get that exhaust out the way, so let's do it. Man, I really do gotta say, before I start taking this thing apart though, it's a shame that it's so rusty, because the body is freaking straight as an arrow on it. But for this car, the rust isn't worth fixing. I'm not that attached to it. I just want something that's a good driver and looks good and is rust free, so that maybe I can get it inspected. I don't know. Anyway, let's get her ass up in the air. Yep. Got my fancy custom tube down off of there so I can get it gotta pull the, whoa, there it is. Alright, gotta pull the heat shield and stuff so I can get to the shifter box, but I'm gonna lower it down and get up in there first, and I guess take the bolts out so that once I drop this heat shield down and stuff, it'll just fall out. So yeah, there we go. Well, all right there, heat shields are down, shift box and cables are out. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do next. Well guys, I as you see, got the shifter box and the cables out. I think I'm gonna call it there for today, because I got something I gotta go do back in Richmond. Some grease on my forehead. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning probably to see if we can get these shifter cables swapped out. Me and Lewis did try to bleed the slave, and it seems to me that the clutch master is actually pushing air, so it's kind of expensive online, so I'm gonna have to wait till I can pull the one out of the green car, and then I'll go in here, and then by then I should have the shift cables in and can do go forward, backwards, and stuff. So yeah, we'll see you in a little while. But yeah, before I go, she's been sitting for a little bit. After that timing adjustment, she should fire right up. Let's see. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, see y'all later. Well, hey guys. Look at that, got the green one back there, got the hot rods up on the lift. Anyway, welcome back to the shit shop. It is Sunday. We had the cold finally hit us, so it's winter time here. I got the doors all closed down. Sun hits the side of the shop over here, and keeps it decent. It's about 60 in here, so I can somewhat comfortable. Anyway, I'm working on stripping the green car, stripping the engine bay out first. Got most of the stuff out, mounts and everything. But I pulled the clutch master cylinder out of there to stick in the new Passat because I believe that that's bad. It was just pushing air out of the slave cylinder, lots of bubbles. So that is bolted into the other one now. I'm just waiting on Lewis to come give me a hand bleeding it. And we'll see if we get a clutch out of it. Let's cross our fingers. Alright. Got the had it bolted in, line's tightened down. I brought the braided line over from the other one because that's the proper one. This one just had it done. Rubber hose on it. I've done it a couple times. Let me show you what I'm doing over here. I'm solo dolo in it. Using a string to pull it back and my clutch to push it down and then to hold it in place. Because Lewis has got some buddies helping him do some stuff that he needed help with. So I don't want to pull him away from that right now. So we just I've done it twice now, got a bunch of air, so we're gonna keep on going. It's take a little while sometimes, but yeah, I'll let y'all know if it works here in just a minute. Hey guys, it's another day. Sorry I kind of left y'all off there, but got dark on me and I couldn't get it to bleed out, so I decided that I needed to go ahead and swap out the slave cylinder too, which I didn't have here. I had a new one, but I didn't have it here, so I carried my ass home. It also got dark on me. So we're back. It's blustery, but it's in the 50s. Well, no, not quite 50, but decent enough. I can come out here and try to swap out this slave cylinder and see if I can get some clutch action. So let's do it. Well, oh, focus. Okay, new one's in there. Went in pretty easy. They usually do on these. I'm gonna go get Lou Dog and get him in the hot seat up there and do some pumping and see if we can make this sucker work. Yeah, it works, y'all. Go ahead. Get it buzz a little bit. Yeah, it works. Woo! Yeah, shut it down. Nice. One more thing out of the way, baby. Thank you, sir. Well, as you can see, the slave cylinder fixed it. I went through the trouble of swapping over the master cylinder, probably for nothing, but the one that out of the green car looked a little better, so I'm just gonna send it. I ain't pulling it back out. So now I got to get the green car out of the bay and move this over onto the lift so I can get it up and drop the exhaust. Take the shifter box out, swap the cables in, then I can drive the sucker. The GTI don't get too bad of gas mileage, but I ain't the biggest fan of running up and down the highway with that anymore. The Bonneville only gets like 17, so compared to what, 45-ish in this. Yeah. So what?
Keep your foot out of it, it gets better.
That is with my foot out of it for the most part. Yeah, it's that bad. But yeah, 40, 45, maybe better. I'd say I prefer that as far as mileage, and my wallet definitely does too. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Well, that was the fix. She drove into the bay on her own. Well, I gotta get her up on the lift now and drop the exhaust down so I can get the shifter box out so I can swap that bad boy right there into it, and then I can shift it from inside the car, right? And she drove in here on her own, right? I had to get out when I needed to reverse and put it in reverse from under the hood. Not a huge deal, but I don't want to keep having to do that, so. All right, console's out. Got that one off. Gotta go underneath, get the exhaust down. There's two more bolts under here somewhere holding the box in from the underside. It'll drop out. Undo it from up there, under the hood. Stick the other one back up in it. Nothing to it but to do it. Well, let's take our first look underneath the old girl. Well, let's start from the back. Let's see. Parking brake cables. Parking brake works, but let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. That part hanging off right there ain't supposed to be hanging off. It's supposed to be wrapped around the metal core, outer core of the cable that the inner core runs through. Pretty typical. Not a huge deal. The exhaust, we got 3-inch. Looks like a backyard build. Clamp, booger welds. Dented up to go over the rear beam right there. And then pretty straightforward. Looks like there's a clamp missing right here and it fell off or something. Dude, check this out. I thought it had stock suspension on it because it was monster trucking. Look at this. She got daggone coilovers on her. I looked and they're on the back too. That is freaking awesome. I mean, I got all new suspension struts and stuff on the other one, but it's just springs. I can't adjust it or nothing. So that's pretty cool. And one last thing I have to do, I can set those suckers aside. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff I like. Anyway, back to the exhaust. Oh, I forgot to hit record. Anyway, well, there's the old one with the one cable that's not broken. The other one, there's the end of it right there. I gotta pull it up to the top. Then we'll go over to this guy and we'll take that little bracket off right there and then feed them up through to the top. Bolt it in place, go up top, do all that good stuff, and then she should be working. And there's the other one. We'll take the bracket off of that bad boy right there. Take the bracket off the other one. Put it back up in there. Feed her on up. Well, alright guys, she bolted in. Check this out, check this out. It goes in gear when I do that, y'all. Second, third, fourth, fifth. Reverse. Heard that click? Yeah, buddy. Let me get her button back up. We're gonna take her for a little loop around the property. Actually, I'm not putting the console and stuff back in because I just remembered that the leather GLX interior is going in here, so no point. Anyway. Well, she's back on the ground. We'll drive her here in a minute. I didn't mess with the coilovers. I know I mentioned them. I'm not going to lower it until I get the wheel swapped over and stuff. I got to find some spanners anyway, so. Alright, let's see what happens. Ooh, open header. Alright, clutch is in. First gear, baby. Let's go. And we're driving on out of here. See that turbo whistling? Come out of gear. Yeah, buddy. Park and brake. Nice. Alright, I reckon I'm take it up the street a little bit and see how it does. Oh, check engine lights on. I wonder what that's for. Probably for those little probe thingy, whatever things that I just went ahead and unplugged them from the harness. So whatever they are, I'll have my tuner delete them or whatever when we get to that point. Anyway, let's see. Plug the brake down. First gear. Clutch is pretty shallow. I might need a little bit more bleeding, but rolling. I gotta put this down so I can use both hands, but I'll let y'all know how it went. I don't know how well I'll be able to hold this because this thing doesn't like to drive too straight, but she's going, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Alright, putting it back down. Well, there she is, y'all. She went for a little ride up the road. Dude, man, said it drives straight. It definitely does not drive straight, but we'll sort that out at a later date. Both of the wheels, front wheels are cambered in. Front left is worn on the inside, so it's probably towed out a little bit. Or that could just be from the camber, who knows. But when I go to lower it, and I'll check that out and try to eyeball it some, and then I got a buddy who does good alignments, so we'll get it down to him at some point. That is going to be another episode in the books. When I come back, we will, well, I don't know how much I'm gonna show y'all of me stripping the green one here, because that's just mundane stuff. I'm just tearing it all off. But when this starts going back together, we'll be starting on the next episode when the, you know, the wheels and the brakes and the interior. I got a better turbo and intake manifold, all the good stuff, all the goodies on this one, because this thing was like fully built, quote unquote. Anyway, but yeah, that's where we're at. So thank y'all so much for watching. Hit the like button, I'll put one over here, and the subscribe, I'll put one over here. Share it. Let your friends see that I'm doing something that's cool. If you think it's cool, like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I have a blast doing it. So, diesel fingers. Anyway, like I said, lots more coming. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, so you don't miss it. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.